my gosh, it's week 5. That's crazy. I'm so happy to be back with you guys. It's been a crazy week. My 9 to 5 has been keeping me so busy that I haven't been able to sit down and write. So I'm really happy to have the chance today to sit down and write. Also, feeling much better than I was last week. Last week I was super tired. Last night I got enough sleep. That was nice. Also, I made myself some chai. Usually, chai is one of the things that I have my boyfriend make me because he's just like infinitely better at it than I am. But today's chai kinda busted. So, I am super excited. Today I'm going to recap end of the month accomplishments with my book. Last month I wrote a total of, get ready, 30,796 words.
Oh my god!
That's insane. I don't even, that brought my overall word count to 146,598 words.
Oh my god.
And that's where I was sitting a couple days ago. I haven't taken the total today, but that's roughly where we're gonna start it from. 146k words. We are so close to 150. Like, honestly, I could probably do that today if I worked hard enough. That equaled out to 75 pages, bringing us to 344 total pages, very close to 400. I think by the end of the book, I can make it to 400 pages. I ended the month with 14 more chapters than I ended March with, and that left us in chapter 51. So I can't even express how thrilled I am that I was able to do so much last month. I really put my head down and I powered through, just like last week when I said, you know, sometimes you really have to rely on discipline rather than motivation. There are things you need to do in order to achieve the things you want to do. And last month I did it, and that's the payoff. That was a lot of hard work. Now, that being said, I soared. I just over my goal. Hold on. Over my goal for April. I completely exceeded my expectations. I didn't think, honestly, that I would go that hard. I had 5 chapters that I wanted to do. I went so far over that. I also had a goal of 15k words. I doubled that. I more than doubled that. That's amazing. I'm so proud of myself. And I did that, let me just remind everyone, I did that in my spare time. I have a 9 to 5. I work a full-time job. I also help my boyfriend out with dishes, cooking, cleaning. I put dishes separately than cleaning because I just despise dishes. I did all of that during my Write With Me sessions, like all my Saturdays that I could. Sundays, I put aside a lot of time. There was one day where I wrote for a total of like 6 or 7 hours. In the evenings, all of my lunch breaks, I spend every single lunch break like shoveling food into my mouth so that I can spend as much time as possible working on this book. So, if you ever think to yourself, oh, I have a full-time job, I don't have any time, I don't have the energy, the money, etc. to achieve my goals, just remember, It's about flipping your perspective and prioritizing. I could have spent all of that time playing Stardew Valley. I definitely have spent a lot of time playing Stardew Valley. But I put my focus and my energy and my discipline into working on this dream, this goal of mine, and I achieved 30,796 words in a month. That took me like 3 months last year to do because I just wasn't really focused. I wasn't in the right frame of mind. That said, I'm a little nervous. I won't lie, I'm a little bit nervous because, as some of you may know, if you've been with me since the start of my Write With Me journey, my goal this year was to finish the first draft of my manuscript by June. We just started May. I have a month left, and I sat down and I laid out the remaining chapters for my book. And based on the events that are left to unfold in this book, I've got about 15 more chapters that I have to get done this month, which is a lot. I know last month I was able to do 14 chapters, but I really only started the Write With Me videos about partway through last month, so I did a majority of all of that writing before I had this extra responsibility that I've taken on of bringing you guys along for the journey. It takes a lot of time to edit these videos. Like, for every 15 minutes of the Write With Me video that you see, I probably spent 45 to an hour editing, especially in the intros and beginnings where I do all of those cute little cuts and little vine scenes.
Cowboy, baby!
Because I love you guys. Because I love you guys. So, 15 chapters in a month is a little scary. One day at a time. 15 chapters though, that doesn't include any filler or fluff that I want to put in. That's 15 chapters dedicated to what is left to unfold of the plot, which is exciting. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of things that I need to tie together in order to successfully execute my vision for this book and present for you guys a really interesting, really fun, really riveting story. This is a romantasy novel. It's my first novel. As I've said in a couple of my other videos, I've been working on this for over a year. It took me 3 months to go through and plan and storyboard, and there were still times where I had to sit down and I had to write out a little bit more information for myself because there's just so much going on. There's a lot when you build the world from scratch. In my opinion, there's even more when you don't build the world from scratch and you have to do research, because I can just make something up. If something doesn't make sense, I can be like, and there was magic. In low fantasy, you really have to have an eye for detail, and you have to make sure your facts are right if you want your world to be immersive. And that's what I want out of this world. I want it to be immersive. I want you to pick up this book and not put it down until you've read the very last page. And I want you to come back for more. This is the first installment in a series. There's a lot to this story, and I want to do it right. So 1 month to write 15 chapters, that's a little scary, especially considering I want it to be quality. I'm not trying to rush. I'm trying to present an amazing story, one that you're gonna fall in love with and want to come back for time and time again. Also, I, might be a little biased, but I put a lot of effort into including little details here and there that you're not gonna catch the first time around. I put a lot of effort into making sure that you don't catch it until you read it through a second or a third time, until you've read the series and then you can go back to the first book again and go, oh, how did I not see that? Because I made sure you didn't. I put blinders on you, and I made sure you were following this path and you didn't even see that one. So if I don't make 15 in a month, that's okay, because I'm working, like I said, to give you guys a piece of quality artwork that I've done for you. And I hope and I pray that you guys love this just as much as I do. So I just wanted to recap what my last month looked like and kind of lay out a plan of what the next month looks like. And as always, I'm so excited for you guys to be here with me as I make my way through this journey. So tell me, what are you working on today? What are your goals for the next month? How are your goals for the next month going to help you ultimately in reaching your goals for the year, the next 5 years? Because like I said, this is a series. I have these goals for this month because I have a goal for the year, because I have a 5-year plan of getting out all of the wonderful stories that I have to tell for everyone to read. So, what are your goals looking like? What are your plans looking like? I hope that I've inspired you to think about things differently. If you have, a goal, if you have a dream, you have something to share with the world, you have a story, you have a passion, and you want others to be involved in that, I hope that sitting here with me while I write and I work on achieving my goals, I hope that that inspires you to sit down or stand up and work on your goals as well. And let's build a community. Like I say it every week, and I will continue to say it as much as I can. I want to know what you're working on, and I'm sure other people would love to be inspired by whatever you're working on. Say it in the comments down below. Say, these are my goals for the month, this is my goal for the year, because this is my dream and I'm going to achieve it. And we're all gonna help each other. We're gonna inspire one another to achieve what it is that we're working towards. Maybe you're a dancer, maybe you have a passion to be the next biggest ballet dancer. Maybe you're a painter or a sculptor. Maybe you build houses for people and you need a little bit of startup. You need money to get materials and tools to build houses for other people. Let me know down below. What are you doing while you watch this video? What are you planning out and trying to accomplish? I love you guys. Now, let's get into it. My tea is gone cold. You guys liked my dark fantasy, dark cottagecore outfit today? I usually go with like preppy goth. That's typically my style, but I don't know. I don't think I can call this preppy goth. I think I can call this like dark modern Ren Fair. considering going to the library later today because it's been kind of like dreary, and usually I'm not in a writing mood when it's like that. But first of all, I'm really comfortable here. Second of all, I just finished the chapter I was in, which I think was 51. Yeah, I just finished chapter 51. Also, my boyfriend, my amazing, beautiful, wonderful boyfriend, got us a new bed set yesterday, and it just makes the room look so like comfy and cozy. Like it's a deep forest green, which is my favorite color. I don't know, I might just lay in there and write and read. Sounds good. I'm trying to think of the word for when tightened. So it's not tightened, it's like when it like squeezed, cinched, tightened. There's like a word that's also like it's like a noun and a verb. It means, shoot. It means to like cut off the supply of like air or water. Shoot. Jack is not here to assist. So I didn't realize that my phone stopped recording because I ran out of space on my phone. So I just wanted to quickly record this outro and let you guys know I'm still kind of in the zone, so I'm gonna keep writing, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope you had fun writing with me, and yeah, I would love to know, like I said, I would love to know what you guys were working on and what I can do to help you guys achieve your goals and dreams. Just like you being here with me is the accountability that I need to hold me to achieving my hopes and dreams. I love you guys, as always. See you next time.